I'm not really happy with the expansion. If the elders was living today, they'd say the same thing, and it'd be just going on. Just leave it in the ground. Don't dig it up. I think you're mucking around with death at the moment. You know, not only for Aboriginal people, but just for the whole Australian people, you know.
Oh, Andrew, he's just having so much pressure put on him. When he signed the agreement with the Gawler Rangers Native Title Claim Group, he told me later, he said he didn't know that he was signing for everybody else. He thought he was actually signing to help his own family.
I got a phone call saying, oh, are you so-and-so's son, Edgar Ingham's son? I said, yeah.
Andrew has been tricked in the past to sign papers for mining. Now the pressure is really on Andrew because the government and BHP Billiton want Andrew's signature to legitimise the Olympic Dam expansion.
I'm usually getting phone calls, papers to sign.
Do you sign them?
I signed a few, but
Did you know what you're signing?
not at that time, really.
He tries to do his best, but when they finish with what they want and how they want to get it, then they'll get Andrew to sign for them.
All of a sudden they turn up with papers and then they wanted you.
But he doesn't understand what they're saying and what's going on when they're talking about land that don't belong to them. He's, at the moment he's hurting because he's been used.
I'd like to pull back and just look after my little gang at the moment, and, you know, so no hassles.
They want the wider community to think that they're doing it the right way and that they're doing it with our permission. But in fact, we, the Gulgurra people, do not give permission for the expansion at Roxby Downs. We don't want to give the country away because our old people said no.
Our people knew the minerals was there, but we didn't touch it because we knew that it was dangerous. Uranium mining is poison. It's always made people sick in the past. It'll make people sick now, and it's making people sick in the future.
And uranium does not discriminate. The governments may discriminate, but not uranium, and not the smoke and the poison that will come from it. It's going to travel all over the countryside.
So if anybody's 1,000 miles or wherever they think they are and they're out of this area, they'll still get you, don't you worry about it.
It's still a bit too hot to reckon, Henry?
No, right. Our law don't change. Government's legislation changes every day to make it right for himself and to push the people that own the country out.
Money. It's all about money. And now they can't massacre us and shoot us anymore, so now they just use other Aboriginal people to do it for them, push us out of the way.
Ready?
Yep. The thing that really hurts me is that my children have to accept that as their lot later on, my grandchildren. But I am not angry with the white people. I'm angry with past governments who owned the policies, who could have made life better, but they chose not to. Today, I feel like I'm still living in a cage. We're still locked up. You know, we're locked in by politics.
Them politicians got to think too, you know, they've got kids and they've got grandkids. How are they going to live in this world when they destroy it?
You know, think about our children, our next generation, you know, and their children, and their children.
Now is the time to make a change, you know. I don't want anyone to feel guilty for what's happened to my past and my family's past. I just hope they would learn from what I'm saying and maybe make a change for the future.